This is Danny, and I'm going to offer you a cooling breath practice today. It doesn't have to be a long practice. We're just going to do it for like 8 breaths. When we practice a cooling breath, we're practicing drawing in air through our tongue, in through our mouth, and out through our nose. There's a couple classic ways that we can do this. One is to breathe in through the curled tongue like a taco, and some people can't do that. So we bring in the breath through maybe our teeth lightly touching our tongue, and out through the nose. These 2 breath practices are called Shitali and Shikari, respectively, but it's simply a cooling breath. One thing when we do cooling breath, when we are consciously breathing in and out through or in at least through our mouth, is we want to make sure that we are hydrated, that the mouth has moisture. That's important because we don't want to bring in dryness. If I have dry mouth and I breathe in, it's going to bring dryness, and dryness creates friction and creates more heat, so we could bring in more heat. So a simple drink of water before you begin this practice. Let's get right to it, because once you know how to do this, this is just another tool in your tool belt to be able to handle when you get too hot. So we find a comfortable position. Doesn't have to be any kind of special way you sit. And we'll take a breath in and out. And we simply breathe in through the tongue and out through the nose. Begin with me. And out through the nose. Through the tongue. And out the nose. Soften yourself. The tongue and the nose. The tongue and the nose. Tongue, nose, tongue, and nose. 2 more times. Tongue and nose. Tongue and nose. Really, that's all it takes to get a handle on the inner heat that we can develop by having our emotions running wild, like with anger, or even when we have too much heat with a physical practice. So this is something you can do when you are also too hot in, like, say, a yoga class. You can breathe in mindfully instead of panting. You can breathe in through the tongue and out through the nose. This will harness still the power of your breath and being mindful with it without kind of giving it away. And sometimes you might feel you need to breathe out through the mouth as well. And that happens when there's an excessive amount of heat. And that's okay too. Just try to stay hydrated. You can rub your tongue along your mouth to kind of bring more moisture. But it's an easy practice. You can do it anytime. You don't have to wait for me. Whenever it feels like you become too hot, whether it is over a situation or your body is too hot, a few cooling breaths in through the tongue and out through the nose can help change the situation. Thanks for joining me.